In this project, we will present characteristics of different living species and how do human activities affect them. The animals. Pogona. Pogona is a genus of reptiles containing 8 species, which are often known by the common name bearded dragons. Crickets are the most popular insects fed to bearded dragons. Members of this genus live in the arid, rocky semi-desert regions and dry open woodlands of Australia. They are often kept as pets. They are popular species among children because of their friendly and calm nature. Polar bears. Polar bears live in the icy seas, islands, and continental coastlines throughout the Arctic. They are the largest land carnivores and the top predator in the Arctic. They eat anything they can catch. Actually, they mainly prey on ringed seals and bearded seals. There is only one type of species. For the last several decades, hunting has been the greatest known cause of polar bear mortality. Emperor penguin. The emperor penguin is the tallest and heaviest of all living penguin species. They live in Antarctica. There are 17 species of penguins. The emperor penguin feeds primarily on tuna fish, small crustaceans, and squid. The emperor penguin is not a current species in danger of extinction, but our research has shown that the melting of ice and the massive activity of fishing may put them in the list of endangered species someday.
The manta ray are found through the world's major oceans. Overall population size is unknown, but subpopulations appear to be about 100 to 1,000 individuals. Manta rays eat tiny marine organisms, including microscopic plankton, large species of sharks such as the great white shark, killer whales, and also humans are known to hunt the manta ray. Humans threat the manta ray by fishing them. The Californian sea lion resides along the Pacific coast, mainly in the waters of central Mexico and California. Commercial fishing is a constant threat to sea lions. The current population is approximately 238,000. California sea lions are predators that obtain all their foods from the sea. They feed on more than 50 species of fishes and cephalopods. Blacktip reef sharks are found in the Indo-Pacific from the Red Sea and East Africa to the Hawaiian Islands and the Tuamotu archipelago. The blacktip reef shark is classified as near threatened, but the overall population is unknown.
African grey parrots. The African grey parrots have pale grey plumage with whitish edges to the feathers on the head and on the neck, which give them a lassie appearance. They are famous for their intelligence and their clever talking skills. They have a wide distribution across Africa, and their most common habitats include savannas, coastal mangroves, woodlands, and edges of forest clearings. Its approximate global population is from 0.57 to 12.5 million birds. Their habitat loss has made a huge impact in their population and also the great hunting of these birds.
Lion. Lions once roamed in Africa, southern Europe, and parts of Asia. Today, their primary habitats are in Africa, with a few still living in the Gir forest of India. Lions are carnivores, meat eaters. They hunt animals ranging in size from small hares to large buffalo. There are 8 recognized species of lion. The hunting of this creature is usually done for entertainment in some parts of the world, and use the bodies of the killed lions for 3 products: the mane, tail, and claws.
Beluga whale. The beluga whale, also called white whale, is small, ranging from 13 to 20 feet in size. They are common in the Arctic Ocean coastal waters, but also in the subarctic waters. They migrate south when the sea freezes over. The beluga is one of the 76 cetacean species, and there are approximately 100,000 of them worldwide. Due to chemical pollution in the water, beluga fertility is low.
The plants.
Bamboo. Bamboos are not trees, they are large grasses. Bamboos grow in the tropical and subtropical regions of Asia, Africa, and Latin America, South United States, and Central China. They can also be found in Australia. There are approximately 1,250 species. A bamboo comb is a lightweight pole and can be used to make agricultural implements and buildings. Hawaiian elf schefflera. The Hawaiian elf schefflera, also known as the dwarf schefflera, has an attractive dark glossy color green. This plant has multiple stems sprouting from the base. Its height is from 10 to 15 feet. Dwarf schefflera is adaptable to the sun, part sun or deep shade. It is commonly used as a houseplant.
The red powder puff bush. It is red color and it blooms during midsummer. It is located mostly in tropical areas and it is of the Haematocephala species. Its function in the environment is that, like most plants, it is a producer, which means that it converts energy from the environment into carbon dioxide. It heights from 1.8 meters to 4 to 3 meters, and it is red with yellow edges. It is grown in mostly San Leandro, California, and it is from the Rosa sinensis species. It is also a producer like most plants, since it converts energy from the environment into carbon dioxide, and it's used for landscaping, for making paper. Its color is golden, its blooming time is winter, and it heights from 8 to 10 feet. It is found mostly in South Africa and it is part of the Alocaceae species. Its role in the environment is that it is a producer, which means that it converts energy from the environment into carbon dioxide. Aloe is claimed to have some medicinal effects. Flowering cabbage and kale. It heights from 1 to 1.5 foot, and its colors are mostly white, cream, pink, rose, red, and purple. It is native from the coastal regions of Europe from England to Italy, although nowadays it can be found in most of the US and part of Mexico.
The miniature tree fern grows best in moist, semi-humid conditions and can grow to approximately 4 feet tall and 3 feet wide. It prefers temperatures between 50 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. This tree fern is often grown as a houseplant and it originates from North Caledonia, but it is especially found in Australia and New Zealand. They have a thicky woody stem or caudex and a crown of large fronds. The princess flower is a sprawling evergreen shrub or small ornamental tree native to Brazil and ranges from 10 to 15 feet in height. It can be trimmed to any size and still put on a vivid year-long flower display. Best cultivated in sun. It's a common house plant that doesn't require a lot of special treatments. It has no danger and it's used almost all around the world. The jelly palm is a palm native to Argentina, Brazil, and Uruguay. This palm grows up to 6 meters in a slow but steady manner. It is easy to identify because of its pinnate leaves that arch inwards toward a thick, stout trunk. It's known as one of the hardiest feather palms, tolerating temperatures down to about -10 degrees. It is widely cultivated in warm temperature regions, and it contains ripe fruit that tastes as a mixture of pineapple, apricot, and vanilla. The pinyon pine is typical of the arid hills and mesa country of the American West. It widespread across parts of Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, and California. They generally lie between 4,000 to 6,000 feet in elevation, above the deserts, grasslands, and sagebrush, and below mountain forests into which they merge. Pinyon usually has a widely branched trunk and a low, rounded form. It is rarely more than 20 or 30 feet tall. It was used in building, and its nuts were a major food source for Native American Indians.
The ecosystem.
Oceans, the largest of all the ecosystems. Oceans are very large bodies of water that dominate the Earth's surface. Like ponds and lakes, the ocean regions are separated into separate zones. All four zones have a great diversity of species. There is a more diverse array of algae and small animals such as herbivorous snails, crabs, sea stars, and small fishes. Many invertebrates, fishes, and seaweeds can be found. Some mammals such as whales and dolphins can also be found. Savanna is a rolling grassland scattered with shrubs and isolated trees, which can be found between a tropical rainforest and a desert biome. Not enough rain falls on a savanna to support the forests. Savannas are found in a wide band on either side of the equator on the edges of tropical rainforests. Savannas have warm temperature year-round. There are two different seasons, a very long dry season, which is winter, and a very wet season, which is summer. Plants of the savanna are highly specialized to grow in this environment. Most of the animals have long legs or wings to be able to go on long migrations. Some of the animals are lions, cheetahs, jackals, hyenas, elephants, etc. The plants are Acacia senegal, baobab, Bermuda grass, candelabra tree, elephant grass, etc. The human activity that affects the savanna is the hunting of wildlife like elephants, rhinos, and the urbanization in wildlife places. Tundra. Tundra is a barren land. The ground is permanently frozen. The main seasons are winter and summer. The tundra is the world's coldest and driest of biomes. The Arctic tundra is also a windy place. The tundra is basically like a desert when it comes to precipitation. The animals found there are Arctic fox, caribou, ermine, grizzly bear, polar bear, snowy owl, etc. Since the ground is frozen, there are very little plants like the Arctic moss, Arctic willow, bearberry, caribou moss, diamond leaf, willow, Labrador tea, etc. The human activity that affects the tundra is the development by drilling oil and building pipelines, which reduces the habitat.
In this project, we learn different characteristics of organisms and how do human activities affect them. We should take care of all these living organisms since they have an important role in the environment.